very old, almost vintage recipe of a cake called Honeymoon, mehramis in Armenian. And this cake is, as I remember myself, my mom used to make that cake, and as easy and quick the making is, it requires a little patience before you can start tasting it. It has to sit at least 8 to 10 hours before you can slice that cake. The thing you want to take back. And the funny thing about this cake, it's also very less expensive. Well, I called my mom a couple of months ago to get her lemon cake recipe, and when she started to dictate the recipe, like 8 eggs, 400 grams of butter, and I was like, that's very expensive, you know, I need to make a test, and then I waste those 8 eggs and then do the cake again with another 8 eggs, and she's like, you want a cheap cake? Do the honeymoon cake. So we're gonna call this cake cheap honeymoon cake. I'm just kidding. Honeymoon. And what honeymoon cake is, it's a honey cake layers topped with chocolate buttercream and with walnuts. Simple, so easy. And if you noticed, most of the honey cakes are made on double boiler. And I already started my double boiler. I'm gonna add my honey. Where is this thing? Oh, Arka is waiting patiently to crack those eggs. It's like his best favorite thing to do. Right, Arka?
Right.
Right, yeah. Okay, the honey and butter I'll start on double boiler. It will take a couple of minutes just to melt it. As it melts, we're gonna crack the eggs, right? And we need only 2 eggs, room temperature preferably. Okay, come on, start.
Okay.
You want mom do one and you another one?
Yeah, I'll eat this.
Okay, let's go.
Which one?
I'll do this one, you do that one. Almost, huh? One more? Okay. One more? You want me to help? Okay, that's his style.
But, Mom,
No, there's nothing.
Did it?
It happened again, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have to try again.
No, yeah, we don't have to try again. Okay. Fortunately, there are no shells in that egg. Okay, you want to mix it quickly, and we'll need to mix this a couple of minutes to combine together. You want to mix it?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll look at this honey. It's almost melting. So as soon as it melts and turns into liquid mixture, I'm going to add my egg and sugar mixture and cook about 5 to 7 minutes or until it starts to bubble. Okay, so this will take a little. Rozumiesz proces? Jest oknem? Mama nami.
Mom,
Joe.
I didn't crack one.
You cracked one, I cracked another. My butter has melted and I'll go ahead and add this egg mixture and start this on medium heat. Cook on medium heat until it starts to become pale and starts to foam. And it will take a little bit of time, but continue to stir all the time. As you see, it has this already foamy mixture on top. You can add and I forgot to mention all the ingredients. I got so carried away with this cake description. So we need some baking soda, and as you add the soda, it will start foam even more and turn into even pale color. But that's how it's supposed to be, so just leave it like that. And I like adding a little bit of baking powder, which isn't in the recipe. I just find that adding baking powder makes the cake a little bit more tender. So a little bit of that. And at this point, I'm gonna turn off my heat. Okay, this looks just perfect. And to this, I'll start adding some of the flour and then continue working with the dough on this side. I didn't even prepare the... Okay, so the recipe calls about from 1.5 to 2 cups of flour, but I'm adding only 1.5, and then I'll see if I need to add more. So I'll add this mix with wooden spoon better than the whisk at this point. Okay, so I'll mix this, and as soon as it starts to form into thick dough, I'll transfer it to my work surface and knead with hands. You already cracked it, Arka. Okay, this looks just right. Herika. This is endless. Okay, so just carefully remove it from the heat. Okay, and I'll add the other cup or so, even less than a cup. I'll see. I always mention that flour is different, the quality of flour, and I don't know, even the size of egg. I used large egg, so you don't want to put too much flour. You'll end up with very dry cake. It's already not very soft. I mean, it softens as you give it some time. So I'll continue kneading, and the dough will be very hot, so be careful. You will knead this into smooth and slightly sticky dough. And by recipe, it called for 5 layers. But I made it 4 layers to make it even cheaper. No, it's easier, and I came up with this easy, I think, very time-saving idea. We can bake all 4 layers at once. So 5th layer would have taken us some time. What we're gonna do, I have 2 half-sheet baking pans. Arka, stop! He's crying for that 1 egg for an hour. Okay, so what I did, I simply cut about 9-inch wax paper, and those 4 9 inches will fit in both pans. And I'll divide this dough into 4 equal portions, and yeah, I'll use this one. And bake about 5 to 7 minutes. Roll out to this size. Okay, enough. Okay, just like that. Arka, enough of this. Big boys don't cry. Enough.
No.
Then stop. Okay, and one more thing. To make it easier to roll out to the right size, when you get to, let's say, about 5 to 6 inches already, you will start rolling the dough on that wax paper, just to make sure you roll out to the right size, so you don't have to trim the sides. Just like that. As simple as that. And preheat the oven. Did I say preheat the oven to 350? I can't remember. Anyways, 350. We're gonna bake this almost in a little bit. Okay. That's it. So I'll go ahead and bake this, and halfway through baking, if you are using 2 pans, switch the pans. Let's say bake about 3 to 4 minutes on one level, and then switch the pans and bake another 3 to 4 minutes. These should look light brown color. Don't brown them too much.
No, that's Huggy Papa.
Yeah, because he loves Papa. Okay, so I'll see you when these are baked. And if you don't want to waste time, start whipping the butter for the cream while the layers are in the oven. And for the cream, and I forgot completely to mention ingredients. For the cream, we need butter, unsalted at room temperature, cocoa powder, regular condensed milk, and vanilla extract, and also walnuts, which I'm going to crush finely. So I'm almost done with the layers. I need to watch that, but I also want to finish. I also want to finish this one. Yeah, you want to crack the walnut? I need to look at the layers. Layers are out. I baked them about 9 minutes. So you need them to be this color, light brown. Don't overbake. Okay, so and I beat the butter. I'm gonna start adding my condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk. 1 tablespoon at a time and on low speed. And when I'm done with condensed milk, I'll add vanilla extract and cocoa powder. Vanilla, yes. And at the end, I'll add the walnuts.
What happened?
I also reduced the amount of cream. So that's why the recipe called for 1 can of condensed milk. We're gonna add only 3/4 of a cup. Since we're doing only 4 layers, we don't want to have extra cream, which I don't like. Buttercream may not be my most favorite cream. It's too heavy for me, but for this cake, it's really good cream. So I added the condensed milk, and of course stop and scrape a couple of times, and I'll add my vanilla extract and beat another 1 to 2 minutes to combine, and lastly I'll add walnuts and mix it with spatula. This is ready, and I decided to add a little bit ground cardamom. I'll let you know how it tastes because I never tried. I just thought a little bit extra flavor won't bother the cake. So I'll add this, my walnuts all at once, and I will recommend to choose from layers, the one that's more smooth, and save it on a side for the last one. You want to have smooth bottom. Okay, so this one not. This one looks perfect. This one even better. Okay, we can start assembling the cake, and there is nothing difficult there. As simple as that. So I'll choose this one on the bottom, and you will eyeball this into 4 equal portions, and use your, I don't know why I put the most important jar on the back. Okay, so I'll do this a little bit more. So I'll finish arrange this and we'll go from there. So this may not look very perfect, but it's gonna taste so good you'll forget about the look. You're not gonna eat it, no. And I want to decorate it quickly with some walnuts and with shredded chocolate. I think my mom used to simply shred some chocolate on top, as far as I remember, because she was making so different cakes. It's hard to remember. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll simply add a couple of walnut halves, like so. It's completely optional. Do whatever you like, however you like. So like that. And I also melted some ganache. I'm going to cover these walnuts with ganache. Okay, I'll use this just to make them, I don't know if it's gonna turn out good though. I never tried it. I just came up with the idea. And it's okay if you don't like this idea, just use any of your own ideas. What matters is the taste.
Whoa, that's a big cake.
Oh, that's not. It's 9-inch cake.
Yeah, that's a good
And
cake.
I would recommend, if you guys have one of those covered with lid cake stands, leave this cake in something covered, or at least save it in microwave that 8 hours or how many hours to let it set and soften. And I'll shred this, and that's it, simple as that. I'll let those chocolate ganache.
Mom, I love your cake.
You love my cake, but you never eat my cakes unless it's sponge cake.
That's sponge.
Yeah, you love sponge cake. This isn't working
I
very
don't
well.
like sponge.
Okay, so I'll do this quickly. As the dripping stops, you can transfer the cake into your cake plate. And it's a good idea, especially if you're making it for someone or some event. It's better you guys even up the sides to make them all even same size. If it's for yourself, don't waste the time and don't waste the sides.
Mom, one more.
One more at the end. Hold on, we're done. And the recipe will be on my blog at heghineh.com. Link for the recipe will be below this video. Check it out. And also remember to subscribe to my channel. And I appreciate if you share my videos, like my Facebook page. And 2 quick words for my Armenian viewers. That I will be posting Armenian recipes on my blog, on my Facebook page. Իմ հայ դիտողների համար եմ սա ասում, այսուհետև հայերեն բաղադրատոմսը իհարկե լատինատարերով, որովհետև հայերենով ինձանից շատ երկար ժամանակ է վերցնում։ Գրելու եմ իմ Facebook-ի էջում, եթե ուզում եք բաղադրատոմսը հայերենով, կարող եք հետևել իմ Facebook-ի էջին։ That's that, այդքանը։ And of course, just to remind you that the fruit lavash promotion is still on. If you buy a dozen, get free shipping. Link will be below this video as well. And I think that's it. Yes, did I show the cake? And by the way, I really love that cardamom flavor with the buttercream. It tastes so good. It's not as soft as it's supposed to, but it's still very delicious. So try this recipe. Let me know how you like it. If anybody can figure out why this cake would be called honeymoon, leave me a comment below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.
Mom,
Of course.
Mom,
Okay.
I'd like the egg now.
You wanna crack the egg? Okay. Let's crack it, yeah?
Okay. Where?
Anywhere. Here. Wait.
Որ երբ ուսերից բարդ ու շողուն կնք շանքնեմ հիշ իմ նոր մատները